with Anthony.
Listen vision. DC's #1 recording studio.
Thursday night tea. It's Thursday night tea with Anthony. Thursday night tea. It's Thursday night tea with Anthony. Thursday night tea with Anthony. News, sports, truth with comedy, community mixed with a little celebrity. Every Thursday night at 6 in the evening. Thursday night tea. With Anthony.
Error number 2, 6, 8.
Thursday night tea. It's Thursday night tea with Anthony. Thursday night tea. Yo! I'm the Black Male Oprah. Yay! Thank you for tuning in to Thursday Night Tea with Anthony. It's me, and it's my anniversary. This has been a wonderful yet arduous year for Thursday Night Tea with Anthony. It's amazing. I have to thank everyone who has taken or who has been a part of the show. Listen Vision, Jeremy, Rahel, Jacob, Kevin, What Could I Do Without You? My sponsor, Solly from Lock Love, Willie Beverly. I thank all of you from the bottom of my heart. You've made this show amazing. And to my fellow guests, my comedians who come through, thank all of y'all. I appreciate you all. We are here live in the District of Columbia, the capital. It's spring, winter, I don't know what the weather is. I just feel like spring is a little too passive-aggressive now. You know what I'm saying? Like, winter is ignorant. You got to get in there and get them out. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. I'm so tired of this weather. We have an amazing show for you today. We have Lock Love Styles in the building. Yo, one of the top natural hair care salons in the country. They're going to be answering all of our hair care questions today. We also have Elizabeth Cording in the house today. She's going to set the stage ablaze. We have insurance guru Willie Beverly in the house today. Yo, he's going to explain to you why GoFundMe is not an insurance policy, especially for us. So, also, we have Breezy live from the corner in the house. Another one of our shows here at Listen Vision. We have a live artist. Give it up for Dakari. Ladies and gentlemen, here's our live artist. He's going to be painting a picture for us, and I think we're going to auction it off to the highest bidder. Get those coins. And we're going to give away a Lock Love sweatshirt. We have so much, but we're going to pay these bills right quick, and we'll be right back with Hot Topics. Thank you for tuning in for Thursday Night Tea with Anthony. Yeah! Lock Love Salon. We're located at 402 8th Street Northeast, Washington, D.C., right in the heart of the capital. Come in, let me introduce you. Welcome to Lock Love Salon. We here at Lock Love are an award-winning natural hair care salon that focuses on natural hair care and lock artistry. We believe in the inherent beauty of natural hair and take a more of an educational, holistic approach to natural hair to preserve hair quality and assure healthy growth. We have an in-salon marketplace stocked to the core, full of essential products to promote healthy hair, which we also use ourselves. All of our stylists are well-versed in all things natural hair care. Locks, extensions, flat twist updos, kid styles. We are here to promote your best you. Come to Lock Love so you can be locked in love, and we'll see you beyond the red door. Welcome back. We are back here at Thursday Night Tea with Anthony. I have a lovely co-host. Give it up for Rasha.
Hello, everybody.
Rasha, thank you for joining me. Oh
You're
my
welcome.
God, you know I love you. I love you, Saraja.
And I love you too.
Oh yes, ma'am. We have an awesome show for you today. We're gonna start off with these topics to knock them out of the way so we can get into our show. And up first, we're gonna be talking about Starbucks. So as we all know, Starbucks. A manager. There were two black guys that came into Starbucks to have a meeting with someone. They were meeting someone there. They asked to use the restroom, and the manager told them that they couldn't because they had to purchase something. They told that they were waiting, for their other person, and the manager called the police on them. The police came and arrested the gentleman. Of course, there was an uproar. Philadelphia does not even play those games, and you can ask Solly, who is from Philly, and we all know that things get silly in Philly. So, yeah, you can clap for that. So they arrested these guys, and the fallout was just immeasurable. People were boycotting, protesting. The actual CEO of Starbucks flew to Philly to meet with the gentleman. And now they are, I think it's like next week, they're closing down 8,000 stores to do a training on bias, racial bias. I feel like that's how you know that the person cares, not only about their business, but about social construct and things of that nature. Because he could have just issued an apology and kept it moving, like H&M. You don't really know, how they handle the situation. The lady no longer works for Starbucks. She's out of there. Thank you. Have a great day with your venti latte. Do you think that he went over and above to curtail the situation? Don't everyone speak at once.
Well, I think it's a beginning. But I think it was a great gesture, and it's definitely different than what we're accustomed.
Yes.
Am I on camera?
Yes,
Okay.
you are.
There you go. So I think it's a great example of what companies can do moving forward, because we know this isn't going to be the last time that something like this happens, but it does, it definitely feels different, and it feels like it's heading in the right direction. At the same time, it's just a coin in a bucket. I think it's just one of the things.
Yep.
I think there's still things they need to work on, of course.
Yep. How do we say a small pivot?
Yeah, it's a small pivot. It's a small pivot. I feel like it puts a little ding into the whole construct of it. Elizabeth?
Well, too much is always better than not enough, and I say that this is hardly over and above. I'm really happy that it's transformative justice that's taken place, but I would love to see even more being done. The fact that it happened, for example, just bites the big Benucci.
Yes.
To not use cuss words
Versus
on your
the
show
little
for the sake of
Benucci.
your sponsors, sir.
And
And I just want to say that I'm proud of Philadelphia, because that's the difference. I mean, I've had a very different experience with like white people in Philadelphia, white people in DC. If that happened in DC, there's a good chance that white folk might have sat around and acted like they didn't know what was going on. And you saw how immediately black folk in
They were
Philadelphia
not
like,
playing.
this is not
Reactive.
they were willing to stand in the way of what, and that is what I know and appreciate and love about my city. And so I just wanted to put that out.
yeah, Philly.
Let's give it up for Philly. Standing up.
Kevin was telling me earlier, Kevin got a free drink from Starbucks earlier today. Did y'all know
Kevin.
that black people can get a free drink? Just go to Starbucks website, and they have a special code. The special code is reparations. Enter the reparation code, and you get a free latte.
Anthony, I'm not sure if you know. I'm not really surprised that Starbucks did this, because a couple of years ago, they instructed their baristas to actually engage in racial talks with
They
customers.
did. I remember that. I remember
You know what I'm
that.
saying? So they went above and beyond that, but this is not out of their norm. This is not just trying to save face. 'Cause they did this some years ago when they didn't have to.
And I feel like they had a training, because they ask your name and they write it on the cup. They had a training how to properly say black people's names. Like, yeah. Not really, but they should.
No policy written in Ebonics.
No,
because,
none.
You know,
Yeah. So
Duke Ellington gave me a PhD in Ebonics, so you know.
I just feel like you took over my joke, Elizabeth. Like,
I'm sorry, I didn't know.
Elizabeth got to take over spirit. So Starbucks, that you really, I applaud the CEO for doing something other than what we know people to normally do, which is nothing, or something that's not, even something that is tangible. So shout out to Starbucks. We're wrapping up. So Barbara Bush. Ooh, Barbara Bush is a shining example of something. I can't even read what it says, but she has gone on to see glory.
It's about time.
Like,
is
she's
it time to chime in?
99,000 years old.
I don't. Yeah, she's 92. Can we move on?
we
I
start
know
by
a lot
saying
of people
rest
have
in peace?
Oh
expressed.
yes, yeah. Rest in peace. We have to say rest in peace first because she is
Okay,
the
rest
mother.
in peace.
She's
All
the
right.
mother of 2 of our former presidents.
Yeah. Okay, you can say rest in peace. I'll say restless in purgatory. The woman raised a family that victimizes impoverished communities.
Yeah, she definitely
She's a
did that.
warmonger who taught her sons to nuke people as a means of conflict resolution. I'm really tired of expressing respect and expecting her to get into heaven.
Like Billy Graham.
You know, I mean, I don't think she
No,
was
for
working
real,
for
like
Jesus.
Billy Graham.
Amen and amen.
Like Billy Graham.
Amen and amen.
I think that's why. Yo,
I came on
Elizabeth
just
is
to
going
bash
hard
down.
on Thursday night tea today, and that's why I love her. But shout out to Barbara Bush and the Bush family. Because loss is horrible, and no one wants to lose their mother.
Yeah, it's so horrible that after murdering thousands of people, her son is making up for it by painting portraits of the maimed vets. Good on you. That replaces a lot
Has
of lives.
anybody checked on Cicely Tyson though? That's who I'm worried about. You know what I'm saying? Like, they was around the same age. Well, I think you got a picture of Cicely Tyson
Sitting on the beach.
looking. Let's see. Yes. Now that is 92. That's 92. She was 92 and she took I think this picture was taken last year, so she's like 93 or 4 now. I mean, and I feel like I have another picture of her. It's a tri-picture with her and some of her. Look at that. And she's still, the top picture, she's on Broadway. She's still in the limelight, still acting. Remember her on Roots? Look at Maya Angelou in the back.
Young Maya.
These diamonds in my thighs. Phenomenal woman. That's me. So this is something that I found just kind of crazy. Melania Trump goes to an opioid memorial. But is there another picture? I think she has like a pink jacket or something. She's rubbing against the wall. She's rubbing against the wall.
She's touching the furry wall.
Yeah, I feel like she's on an opioid while she's like at the memorial, like touching it and feeling it. But the whole thing is, to me, I don't remember a crack memorial. Where was that at? I feel like because that served a different community, they're approaching this opioid epidemic. I don't remember the crack epidemic. You know what I'm saying?
Well, there weren't enough elected officials that were on the crack. But since elected officials don't get drug tested, it's opioid central. In fact, I think Jeff Sessions is definitely on the opioid. That Keebler elf is on something. I think he's actually the pill
I like
pusher.
how you call it the opioid and the crack. Are you doing the weed? That's how you know you're undercover.
I have a higher perspective. That's all I'm going to say.
Yo, that is crazy. But what I just feel like when the community is different, the service is different. And all of the people who were in now it's an epidemic and it's like a health crisis. Yeah, but before it was like a criminal. They criminalized people with crack, the black community. They imprison them instead of getting them therapy or help like they're trying to do for the opioid crisis.
Thank you, Barbara Bush. Rest in peace.
Yes, and Nancy Reagan.
Amen to women.
Yes. Next, Beyonce at Coachella. Amber was supposed to be here today. Shout out to Amber J. Phillips. Did y'all see her performance?
We did.
Yo.
No, I was
It's still on
boycotting it
social
due to the conservative owner. I'm sorry to speak over your co-host.
For
I came
Coachella?
prepared on the topics.
Who,
yeah,
Coachella?
Yeah, the owner of Coachella, Philip Anschutz. He donates buku bucks to the Republican Party. Every hippie, drug-taking, music-loving, hip-hopping young person out there wanting social change just gave their social change to a massive conservative entertainment donor, and that's why people are asking Beyonce and the like to donate all of their paycheck to the Human Rights Campaign.
And guess what Beyonce
Massive
did?
anti-gay.
She
LGBTQ
donated her
gay.
paycheck
Amen
to
and
historically
amen.
black universities.
Oh, love her.
All of them received $100,000. So shout out to Beyonce for putting her money where her mouth is. Yo, they out there J-setting and everything. Look at those girls. They look good. Yo, shout out to Beyonce for that. All HBCUs receive a $100,000 check from her performance at Coachella. Now this, I don't know when I saw it, I kind of felt a certain type of way. The casket girl.
Something's happening.
So she went to the prom in a hearse,
Right.
in a casket.
Yes, she did.
Yeah, and they pulled her out of the casket. They pulled it out of the hearse, and like they were at a literal funeral. Open and look at her. She
Killing it.
literally, she was killing it.
Killing it.
Dead.
Killing
What
it
do you think it's too much?
I'm a little 1983 Breakfast Club jealous right now. It's definitely weird.
You know that's one of my favorite movies. Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me, Elizabeth.
And we're going to the Rocky Horror Picture Show. You and I.
Dakari was just in the Rocky Horror Picture Show.
A chocolate covered version.
Oh my goodness.
Yo.
Oh yes, you were.
It's a small
I'll come up to the
world.
lab and see what's on the slab. Oh my goodness. I see you shiver with anticipation. I love this show.
And this show loves you too. You're crazy. So when I first saw it, I was like, girl, that's too much. You're trying it. Like, I mean, come on. That's morbid. But then, guess what? She's been working at a funeral home for 2 years. Oh. She's about to go to college to study mortuary science.
Nice.
She got a scholarship. And she did this to reiterate about students drinking and driving during prom, because that's how you'll end up. So when you get the backstory, you know what I'm saying? It provides a little enlightenment to why she did it. Remember we were talking about backstory the other day? See?
Backstory's important.
Let me tell you, I was on their show live from the corner the other day, and you know, young M.A., you know, young she got a contract with Pornhub to direct a all-female adult film. And we saw they showed, the entry of it, and it was really top quality.
Was it really ooh?
So we were saying,
It was ooh.
yeah, ooh,
It was really ooh.
ooh,
Push through.
push through. So we were talking about backstory. We were talking about porn, and I was just like, if I don't know the backstory of the porn, I just can't watch it. Like, it has to, I just have to know what's going on. Why did he bring this pizza to the door? Why does she really like pepperoni? I have to know. I have to know. So backstory is very important. And finally, our hot topics today, which I want us to give a boisterous round of applause to Kendrick Lamar. Kendrick Lamar has received the Pulitzer Prize for music, which has never been done by anyone outside of classical music artists. They've always been classical, and he has literally broken the mold. And you know how people are messy, People are like, so what they did was they went to interview the people who were also in running, the classical artists, thinking that they were going to get this good story, like this animosity type story. Both artists was like, he should have won. And we're fans. We're fans of his. So shout out to them, the classical artists who did that. And shout out to Kendrick Lamar, who is breaking and busting boundaries, not only in music, but for African Americans as well. Shout out to those who are watching. My mother's watching. Hey, mama.
Hey, Mama Oaks.
Mike O, what up, Mike O? My other mama, Melinda Sutton, is watching. Melinda Sutton Stokes is watching. Also, Joe and Plano D-Lo, thank you guys for tuning in. We're going to take a quick break, and we're going to come back and interview Willie Beverly, the insurance guru. Woo! Stay tuned for more Thursday Night Tea. Oh my God, it's like I woke up and I was a comedian. And then it was like I had my own show. It's crazy. Thursday night tea. Thursday night tea. Thursday night tea. Thursday night. Thursday night tea. Thursday night tea. Thursday night tea, Thursday night. Thursday night tea. Thursday night tea. Thursday night tea, Thursday night. Thursday night tea. Thursday night tea. Thursday night tea, Thursday night tea. 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 Thursday. 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 Hey, I said Thursday. Thursday night tea. We're back. Thank you for tuning in for Thursday Night Tea with Anthony. We have the insurance guru Willie Beverly in the house today. Hey, what's up, Willie? What's up, Anthony? What's going on? It's all good. Looking all dapper. You always dapper.
No, Kmart had a sale.
Oh, that's that insurance money. What you got for us today, Willie?
Well, I want to touch on some key topics here. Make it real quick and
Okay.
simple. Well, a lot of us don't know that there are national days set aside every day. In this month alone, there are 33 national days. So let me tell you what we missed. So we missed National Glaucoma Awareness Month in January.
Okay.
February, we missed American Heart Month.
Okay.
Okay. We also missed World Cancer Day. Now, going into the latter months, let's say April. The first one in April is National Stress Month. See, and I'm going at this because a lot of us need to do our preventive maintenance,
Yes.
our wellness, because that helps us identify a lot of these things beforehand. So just to run through some of these things that I was really educating myself today on some of the things that I found when I looked through it. So I'm going to run some things off to you. So
Okay.
Alcohol Awareness Month have already passed. So definitely it's that tax return time. So
And we're celebrating Alcohol Awareness Month here. Right
Yes,
now.
yes, we are. We're doing it right now. National Autism Awareness is one. IBS, which is
Irritable bowel syndrome.
Yes.
They have their own month.
they have their own month.
I bet it
it's in the month
stinks.
of April.
It stinks.
And all these are in the month of April. How about this one? National Distracted Driving Awareness Month.
Wow.
Yeah, that's real. That's real. That's in the month of April, right now. National Donated Life Month, which means that you are donating your eye, your liver, or something for a loved one or for someone else. Okay, that's a very serious topic, but that's a good one.
Do you encourage people to be donors?
I do, yes, because you can save someone's life. Why not? You know. Here's another one: National Minority Health Month, which is basically cancer wellness. That's one of the topics. Here's a good one. Testicular cancer awareness. Did you know that that was an actual date?
Yeah, testicular cancer.
Yes.
I just feel like,
That ranges between the ages of 15 and 35.
yeah, I
Most
just got
young
checked for
men.
that.
Yes, yes. It is highly likely in Caucasian and less likely in African American Hispanic.
But you still have to definitely check I think that we as African Americans, we don't put health at the forefront.
Right.
Especially preventative health. You have to go in and you have to feel those testicles. You know, I mean, not like, play with yourself, but you have to move them around. Like like my doctor told me, like you have to really get in and feel it to see if there's any abnormalities. Get in there.
It's a cough test.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically. World Health Day is one of them. National Youth HIV Day awareness is also in the month of April. World Immunization Week is 23rd through the 29th. And then, of course, tomorrow is National Weed Day.
420.
All right, 420 in the house.
I'm so glad you brought that up, Willie, because we were talking about when you do life insurance policies and
Yes.
they ask you, do you smoke? What do they go by when it's weed instead of cigarettes?
Well, they look at the nicotine factor, so you have to break it down. And when they ask you these medical questions, the first thing they ask is, "Do you smoke?" You say, "Well, yes." Okay, well, what do you smoke? And then you say, "Well, I smoke marijuana, or I smoke cigars or cigarettes." And what determines the price is basically based upon that nicotine. We know that cigarettes are addictive. Cigars are not so much on that form of scale, but it doesn't change your rate. So a cigar, or marijuana, shall we say, does not separate the factor of a rate. It keeps it the same.
Wow, that's good to know.
So that's a good informational tip to let you know that.
You know what else I wanted to, somebody asked me this quote. We had a conversation the other day because people think that insurance is so expensive. What do you feel like, and especially because we were talking about an acquaintance of mine, one of his friends passed away.
Right.
And then, of course, here comes the GoFundMe. Like clockwork, trying to raise money. I mean, the guy has already been dead a week. How long are y'all gonna keep him out? You know what I'm saying? Before you try to crowdfund the money for the funeral. What is a basic price? I mean, like a basic payment that will take care of someone's funeral arrangements?
Well, we know that today's cost, just an average small cost for today's funeral, starts at $10,000. Okay, that takes some savings and some maneuvering.
Do you get a horse-drawn carriage?
No, that's just the basic, and you're lucky to get a wood box. So when you look at the cost of funerals and then families and then what it takes, a lot of them people just rely on a GoFundMe. GoFundMe is not your savings. It is not a way to pay for someone's funeral or a family loved one's funeral. You have life insurance policies that are as low as for an individual at $35 to $50 on a monthly basis. And it's out here. We have life insurance policies that have a whole life with a term built into it that's so affordable. And that's a guaranteed issue, no medical questions asked.
Did you have a question?
Okay.
Yes.
Do you recommend getting long-term health care insurance for, like, say you're older and you need to go to a rehab center or something?
Absolutely,
like that?
because when you think about the cost of what it takes to take care of someone on a long-term care basis, the average is about $4,000 to $5,000 a month for our loved ones to be in a nursing home or to be cared for. So when you look at that and you multiply that up, you're talking about $60,000, $70,000 yearly just to facilitate someone in a nursing facility. So long-term care is very important. It's so expensive, but there are ways to get it and it not cost you a lot of money. It's just basic information that you have to reach out and ask for. So if you don't know, and don't be afraid to ask for that information because it's available and it's very inexpensive. Very expensive.
Okay, how do you want to wrap this up? What you got for me?
I want to wrap it up by saying that we need to be mindful as entrepreneurs with small businesses as well as our major companies that we have to be able to take care of ourselves. We have to be able to do our preventive maintenance to know that we can qualify for a cancer policy, a critical care policy. And by doing those wellness benefits and taking care of yourself, when you do get and purchase those policies, when something does happen, you have the money, the resources to take care of your style, take care of your life and your family. And in that way, you don't have to depend on nobody else to take care of you. You can take care of yourself affordably. Price of a cup of coffee can save the life for cancer versus a heart attack or stroke.
Even a Starbucks cup of coffee?
Even a Starbucks cup of coffee.
Yo, give Willie a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you.
Willie is also becoming a sponsor for the show, so you're gonna hear all about insurance forever. Yes. So we're gonna take a quick break and we're gonna come back with funny lady, super funny comedian Elizabeth Croydon. Stay tuned for more Thursday Night Tea with Anthony. Oh my God, it's like I woke up and I was a comedian, and then it was like I had my own show. It's crazy. Thursday Night Tea. Thursday Night Tea. Thursday Night Tea. Thursday Night. Thursday Night Tea. Thursday Night Tea. Thursday Night Tea. Thursday Night. Thursday Night Tea. Thursday Night Tea. Thursday Night Tea. Thursday Night. Thursday Night Tea. Thursday Night Tea. Thursday Night Tea. Thursday Night Tea. Thursday. Woo! Yes, we are back with more Thursday
Emails
Night
to
Tea with
hackers
Anthony
remotely.
Dakari. You're an amazing artist. Where can people find you and find some of your paintings?
Well, my Instagram page is Nuntis.Wolf. That's Nuntis WOLF. Painting is something I just recently started doing again. I've just been inspiring myself by, looking at nature. That's what's really inspired my painting.
And you have a jewelry line? Yes. And what is it called?
Black Wolf Design.
Black Wolf Designs. It is fire. Check them out on Instagram or go by Lock Love Salon at 402 8th Street North. Oh, yes. Everybody's wearing the jewelry. Wearing the jewelry, wearing the jewelry. Are y'all ready to laugh? All right. Coming to the stage is one of my good friends. Give it up for Elizabeth Croydon.
What's up, everybody? This is a hot room. I'm very excited. Lots of good-looking people here, amen and women. For example, he paints with a canvas, I paint with a punchline. But we're both inspired by nature, so for the rest of my set, I will just stand behind Dakari and watch him very carefully because nature is beautiful, and he makes me feel like a natural woman. And so... And so does weed. Can we give it up for weed? Woo! You know, we'd all be better off with weed in our world. Why? It was just last year around this time when all of the weed heads in Washington, D.C. were getting ready for 420. The week before 420 is known as a high holiday, a very high holiday, Hanukkah. Washingtonians everywhere engaged in their 8-bowl bong shaped in a menorah. And on the first night of Hanukkah, we smoke 1 bowl. On the second night of Hanukkah, we smoke 2 bowls. On the third day of Hanukkah, we say, screw the 2 martini lunch, we're going to go and have a 2 blunt lunch. Which many people accuse me of, being too blunt. Can you believe that, Dakari? Who knew? On the 4th day, hopefully we've smoked so many bowls that we've lost count. Because as I said earlier, too much is always better than not enough. Monica Lewinsky's coming out with her own weed, 97% sativa. It will blow you away. Last year, I was blown away at this time being arrested by Jefferson Sessions illegally for giving everyone with a federal ID free joints. Can you believe that? They put me in the joint for giving joints legally. What? There was a city square patch of property about as big as this stage, although not as Saturday Night Feverish. But there was disco in our hearts as we gave out 2 doobies each. And Jefferson Sessions woke up and he saw the hippie. He made a phone call and he said, "Jeb, what's up? Get Barbara Bush on the phone. Call all the drug war cronies. The hippies are on time. They're organized. They're giving out free weed. They have 3,500 cameras in their faces. We got to do something. Bring out the mutant federal law enforcers." No, not the average mutant law enforcers. The 7-foot. Bring out the 12-foot tall police officers and haul those hippies undernight for 24 hours of illegal arrest. Test me. Why don't you arrest me? Bertha, don't you come around here anymore. In the name of Crosby, Stills, Nash, and Young, can't we all just get a bong? Thank you, Tea with Anthony. Happy anniversary.
Yo, where can they find you?
You can find me at elizabethcroydon.com, or you can go to the new comedy club website, DC Comedy Loft, and I'll be at the West Side Comedy Club in New York City with John Fugelsang from Page 6, April 26, talking about comics on drugs. Why?
Oh! Give it up for Elizabeth. We're going to take a 1-second break, come back and interview Lock Love. Thank you for tuning in. Oh my God. Oh my God, it's like I woke up and I was a comedian. And then it was like I had my own show. It's crazy. So we have with us the one of the top natural hair care salons in the country, Lock Love Salon. Lock Love is an amazing salon. It's more, I don't even consider it a salon. It's more of an experience.
A vibe.
It is a vibe. It's a vibe. It's a lifestyle. Rasha, how long have you been at Lock Love now?
Going on 4 years.
4 years. Well, first and foremost, shout out to the owner of Lock Love, Sally Watts.
The man of the hour.
I'm the man of the hour. I met Sally about 4 years ago. I was working here in DC at this crazy job that nobody knew what the people did there, but you had to badge in and out of the door. And I sat at a desk with a phone that never rung. So I'm not sure what that job was about, and I couldn't do it. My friend was like, "Oh, I know this place that you'll fit right in." So I went to meet Sally, and he told me to take the texturizer out of my hair that I had. And I did that, and now I have these gorgeous locks. Thank you very much. Sally, what made you want to do Lock Love? Like what? Because you were in another field before, right?
It was just the opportunity to introduce people to a hair technique, a hairstyle, a lifestyle that, wasn't as common. That wasn't worn as much because we were, immersed in chemicals. And once we, black people across the country started making a pivot towards natural hair, it seemed like a perfect opportunity to specialize.
Good deal. Yo, it's like, I don't know, natural hair makes me feel better.
Great.
It does, and it makes me appreciate who I am naturally, So we're going to be talking about several things. We're going to be talking about cuts. Chiquita. Hey, Chiquita. Girl, bye. Cuts for the summer, or when people bangs. How do you feel about bangs, Chiquita?
You have to be very...
Because I see a lot of bad bangs on social media, and they're cut improperly.
Yes. So the first step to a bang is probably not to do it yourself.
Okay. Okay, that's.
Yep. Don't go that route. That's definitely something that you want to leave in the hands of a professional. You have to be very strategic with bangs. They have to match with the face. You can't just throw a bang on anyone. So you have the length of a bang, the shape of a bang, and that goes into a haircut. And I don't really like to call it bang. We kind of call it fringe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fringe.
So yeah, bang is so 80s. So we kind of say fringe. So you can have like a little wispy fringe area.
Okay, so one, do not cut your bang yourself. Now, colors for summer.
Everyone's leaning towards copper. Everyone wants to be warm, cinnamon and toasty. So we're going towards more blondish, more copper tones that complement our features, things that will, put us in more like a spring and summer type vibe.
Yeah, I love your hair color. I love the cut of it.
This color's been a hit, actually. I had, a few replications. A lot of clients who requested this color. It's fun, it's vibrant, it's new to me, but I love it.
And also, so we also have jewelry at Lock Love. We have these sweatshirts, which we are raffling off for the next show. Oh, look, we have pictures. Yeah. So can we go through some of those slides right quick just before we go out? Those hair pictures, just to show a little, natural hair. That looks like Bonnie. Oh, yep.
Yes.
Yeah, that is so pristine. Look at Tasha.
Look at the
Hey,
pop-up.
Tasha. Yeah, that color is popping.
Natural
hairstyles.
The rod set.
That's super cute. Look at that part system.
Even the
That look like Kendrick Lamar a little bit, doesn't it, with his head down? Congratulations on your Pulitzer.
Ooh.
Bonnie. Oh, those look good. Those are like cables. Yes. So we are super excited about Lock Love. Lock Love is at 402 8th Street. Northeast. It's in Capitol Hill. The experience is phenomenal. Check out Billy, Kim, Dakari. They are the best shampooers ever.
Yes.
The best shampooers ever. Check out Veronica at the desk. Also Pierre and Bonnie, who are not here. We love you. Lock Love is amazing. Go check them out on Lock Love Styles on Facebook and Lock Love Styles on Instagram. Check me out for Thursday Night Tea with Anthony. Give all of your guests here a round of applause today. Shout out to Live from the Corner, and shout out to Spotlight Over the City, which is coming out next. We love you and thank you for tuning in for Thursday Night Tea with Anthony.
Thursday Night Tea. Thursday Night Tea. It's Thursday Night Tea
with Anthony. Thursday Night Tea with Anthony. News, sports, truth with comedy.